It is very important that you and your partner are on the same page. When you guys are not on the same page, it reflects in how you manage or are unable to manage your finances in the home. It has bearing on how you navigate things with the children, how you navigate friendships, all these things, how you navigate in-laws. So here's the thing. Okay, Deidre, we know we need to be on the same page. We know we need to be on one accord, but what does that even look like? How do we even get there? For many of you, you've not been on the same page for so long that you don't even know that a page even exists. You're not even in the same book. And so how do you navigate that? Well, I think being able to come to terms with the fact that you are not on the same page and having a conversation about the fact that you recognize that you're not on the same page and that is bringing problems. If you and your partner cannot even address the fact that you're not on one accord, that there is a problem with that, then clearly there's a problem too. But we want to be able to have that conversation to say, first and foremost, we're not on the same page and it is negatively impacting the home, the relationship in these specific ways. Once you can identify that, then it's like, okay, do we both find this a problem? Do we both see these things as issues? If we do, then what can we do to navigate these things? Sometimes people are not on the same page because they do not share the same values. They do not value the same thing. So you find that one person in the relationship values the ability to spend what they want, when they want, how much they want, on whatever they want. The other person values saving and creating that opportunity for the future to have access to this money and to these assets and things like that. So you don't value the same things. One person is their value is in the future and security, and the other person values living in the moment and living life like it's golden and taking advantage of what they have right now in this moment. Another reason why you may not be on the same page is because one person is living based on one set of dreams and the other person is living on another set of dreams. And so you're fighting different battles. It is important that you and your partner are able to say, okay, we may have different dreams, but how can we live out and implement the pursuing of those dreams in such a way that it does not bring confusion and chaos into the house, that it does not bring division. Dreams do not need to become divisive, but they are divisive when I feel like you don't appreciate or respect or validate my dreams and my wishes and my aspirations. And the other person feels the same way. Like, man, I feel like when I come to you with something I want to do or pursue, you shoot it down and it just kind of falls by the wayside. But if people know, like, hey, our dreams matter here, our aspirations matter here, then the likelihood of them coming on board to support you and your dreams and your aspirations, it's much higher. And definitely that will contribute to you guys being on the same page. Another reason why people find it hard to be on the same page is because how you ask me and how you even bring up the topic about us not being on the same page is off-putting. It's offensive. It's hurtful. It's harsh. And so if you come to me like, we're not on the same page and God is not at the center of this relationship, it's like, oh my goodness, that is not a gentle startup like I talk about in my 7 principles for marriage, for making marriage work workshop. That's a harsh startup, and most people do not respond well to that kind of conversation. So you want to initiate the conversation in a way that is conducive with a gentle startup, like, hey, I would love for us to be on the same page and to enjoy life together and to experience these benefits of what it would be like to be on one accord. Like, here are the areas that I think we differ. Here are the areas that I think we are not on the same page. What can we do about it? Having that solution focus as opposed to coming in to the conversation with blame and accusations. Okay. And definitely, I do think that there is a component of prayer and seeking God. Sometimes we're not on the same page because one of us is seeking God and his wisdom and his will, and the other person is just like, I'm not really sure he has a will or any intentions, or I don't care about what that is. And so that does create some challenge. And so it could be nice. It would be nice if both of you appreciate God's contribution and his leading and his guidance. And I definitely think that that puts you on the same page. And then, of course, seeing the ramifications and the implications of what it means to not be on the same page is a motivator for a lot of people. They feel the strain, they feel the stress, they see the havoc that is wreaking in the house, and they're just like, you know what, this is just not going to work. This is not beneficial long term. This is just not sustainable. And so that kind of becomes a motivator for being on the same page. But ultimately, you guys have the tough conversations, bring up the conversation in a way that's conducive, be honest and transparent about what your dreams are, what you value, what you hope to accomplish, and have the conversation so that you guys can be on the same page. Being on the same page is a beautiful thing. It is a wonderful thing. It is God's will that our homes run in a way that shows that people are having the necessary conversations, that they are seeking God. And I would love that for you. I would love for your home and your space where you dwell to be a place where you sense God's power working in your lives. And you have that peace of knowing that you are on the same page, and everything that flows out of that unity is going to be absolutely amazing. All right. So give it a shot, you guys. You can do this. All right. Give yourself some grace. All right. We'll see you in the next video.